So, if you're ready to stop feeling anxious about speaking English and start feeling genuinely confident, you are in exactly the right place. Let's get right into it and build that skill one sentence at a time.
Does this feel familiar? You can watch a movie, you can read an article, you totally get what people are saying. But then, the moment the spotlight is on you, maybe the phone rings or your boss asks for your opinion in a meeting, it's like it all just disappears. This is such a common feeling, and today we are going to train for that exact moment. And this right here, this shows you what we can call the speaking confidence gap. See, on one side, you've got your passive understanding, which is probably really strong, but on the other side is active speaking, and that's where the anxiety can just take over. Our goal today is to build a bridge across that gap. And you know what? It doesn't start with grammar. It starts with your mindset. That's right. Before we even get into any specific phrases or tools, we have to build our foundation. And seriously, the most powerful tool you have for this is your own thinking. So let's look at a few simple but really powerful affirmations you can use to completely reframe your approach to speaking English. Just let that one sink in for a second. So many times, it's the fear of making a tiny mistake that stops us from even trying. But listen, the goal isn't some flawless performance. Nope, the goal is to participate, to connect, to just be brave enough to share your voice. Thinking this way can be so liberating. And let's build on that idea. You don't have to become a perfect English speaker overnight. I mean, nobody is. The real win is just making those small, consistent steps forward. Did you try a new word today? Did you speak up in a meeting, even for just a second? That's progress. That's the win for the day. Oh, this one is so important. Think of this as giving yourself official permission to be a learner. Mistakes aren't failures, okay? They're just data. They're proof that you're actually trying and stretching your abilities. When you really embrace this, you can speak with so much more freedom and way less fear. Okay, so with our mindset in a much stronger place, let's get practical. We're going to build a toolkit packed with ready-to-use phrases for those moments that, usually cause the most stress. We're going to focus on these 3 really common situations, and for each one, we'll give you simple, effective sentences that'll help you feel way more prepared and in control. First up, making introductions. Now, look at these. These phrases do more than just introduce you. A sentence like, "Please feel free to interrupt me if something isn't clear," well, that immediately creates this friendly, low-pressure vibe. It actually shows confidence, not weakness. It tells people, hey, let's work together. Phone calls can be really tough, right? Because you don't have any visual cues. But these phrases, they're your anchor. They buy you time, they help you manage the flow of the conversation, and they let you stay calm and professional, even if you don't have the answer right away. Let me check that for you is such a powerful and polite way to give yourself a moment to think. And in all the online meetings we're in these days, knowing these simple phrases is just essential. "Can I add something here?" is a really polite but assertive way to jump into the conversation. And being able to point out a technical issue like your audio is cutting out isn't just helpful for everybody else, it keeps you actively part of the meeting. Okay, now for one of the most underrated skills of any confident speaker, knowing how to ask for help. And let me be clear, this is not a sign of failure, it's your safety net. It actually shows that you're paying close attention and you want to understand everything completely. It's more than okay to ask for help. It's smart. The best communicators I know are always asking for clarification to make sure there are no misunderstandings. So let's look at a few ways you can do it. This little table is your playbook, and notice there are different strategies here. You can just ask someone to repeat themselves, or you can get more specific and ask for simpler words. But my absolute favorite is this one, confirm understanding. When you say, "So if I understand you correctly," you're actually taking control of the conversation, making sure you're on the same page, and showing that you're a great listener. It is a huge confidence booster. So, we've talked about the mindset, and we've got the practical phrases, but how do we make all of this actually stick? Well, the final and most important step is all about turning this conscious effort into an unconscious, automatic skill. Real confidence doesn't come from just knowing these sentences. It comes from practicing them. Every single time you say one of these phrases out loud, you're not just speaking, you're training your mouth, your ears, and your brain. You're building that muscle memory that makes speaking start to feel totally automatic. So let's make this real. Right now, don't wait. I want you to pick just one sentence from everything we've talked about, Maybe it's, I am allowed to make mistakes, or can I add something here? And just say it out loud a few times today. Because that one small action, that's the first step on the path from knowing to doing. Your journey to confidence starts right now.